Welcome to Burlap Teachers. Enjoy the video.
You start by verifying prerequisites. You need a Vapi account and a Google Cloud project. Once done, enable Google Calendar API, then create an OAuth 2. Zero client ID and set a redirect URI that matches your app. You must copy the client ID and secret into your secure config. Make sure to store Vapi API keys alongside those values so your server can authenticate both services. This reduces friction when you move to token exchange and webhooks. You now implement the OAuth flow. Send users to Google's consent screen requesting calendar scopes so your app can read and write events. Once they consent, Google returns an authorization code to your redirect URI. Exchange that code on the server for access and refresh tokens. Store tokens securely and set up automatic refresh using the refresh token. This keeps integration alive without repeated logins. Make sure Vapi requests include OAuth tokens when invoking calendar endpoints. You finish by mapping Vapi event data to Google Calendar fields, paying special attention to time zones and recurrence rules. This preserves event integrity. Once mapped, push creations and updates using authenticated calls, and implement webhook pushes or scheduled polling to keep both systems in sync. If something fails, check token validity and OAuth scopes first, then verify API quotas and redirect URI mismatches. These are the common culprits. Reauthorize if tokens are revoked, and log responses for faster fixes.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if this video helped you.